This is a quick response video for James Day and the issues you've been having. Now, I've got similar airbrush to you. Yours unscrews up here as well. Mine doesn't, but a lot of the spare parts are the same. You asked about getting the needle out. You've got this tapered screw at the back. That should come undone. Then pull that off and the needle will pull out. Okay? Then what I would suggest is a little bit of surgical spirit, and clean it, pulling the needle through. Just get any traces of gunk and other stuff you might have on this. Only surgical spirit, mind. I've got something else in there, but yeah. Only surgical spirit. And get any other horrible traces off that, so you've got a nice shiny needle. One other thing with this, with these brushes, these points, there's a spanner for taking them off. I would say use it with great caution, and whatever you do, don't use it for taking them, putting them back on. This is a little brass fitting, and it is desperately easy to shear this off. It's happened to me a couple of times. I know a few other guys it's happened to. If at all possible, do these with your fingers. Alright, so this is the piece. It's absolutely tiny. I don't know how well this is picking this up, but it's absolutely critical. And I would say, don't use the spanner that comes with this to put it back on. Just do it. And believe me, finger tight is enough. So many people have sheared these off. And one other thing that caught me out, if you look down here, there's a little brass screw. Make sure that isn't up at the top, because I had that ping off once, and trying to get that bit back together is a nightmare. So it's not so much a brass screw, it's a brass ring in there. Make sure that's screwed down nice and far. You can sometimes get a small pointed instrument just to turn it down. If it pops out, you have a nightmare putting it back together. Just keep an eye on it. If it's a new airbrush, it should be down nice and low, so you shouldn't have any problems there. Mine's not like the same model, but I know we share a lot of common spare parts. Okay, this is just a basic one from the Expo set, but it's still a double action airbrush. If you need to take it apart further, and I'm not going to take this out fully because it can create some other problems, you can undo this, pull that out. So you can strip yours a little bit further, and it gives you more of an advantage to clean off around here. But I find the tip, just give that into clean up around here. Sometimes you can spray with this unscrewed and the jet doesn't spray out so far. If occasionally your needle gets stuck and you find you can't pull it out, thinness down here. Sometimes it gets stuck in the seal back there, and I'm saying now do this very, very carefully. No side forces, just pull it straight, and I mean straight back. Any side forcing, you're going to risk bending the needle. Steady force, don't jerk it or anything like that, and you can free it up that way. I would say only do that when you're absolutely stuck. Sometimes what I do, when I put this thing back together, couple of drops of airbrush cleaner, so it gets in down there, gets in at the back, and you will find that it will be easier to strip down, and it will just run easier as well. So, but this is the main screw I think he was struggling with. Everything, pretty much everything on this can be finger tight. So hope that answers your question. Hope that helps you out.